Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Ibanez takeover of the Andertons social media channels. I hope you can hear me okay. I hope you can see me okay. We might not be in complete 4K definition here, but we're doing our best. This is a live stream, and we are going to be doing live streams all day. I will be here for 12 hours, just like a real NAMM show. Far too many notes. We'll be listening to, this kind of thing all day if we were at NAMM. That's what you hear all day at the regular Anaheim NAMM show. But of course, we can't be there this year. So we're doing the next best thing we can, and that's trying to give you some live streams and talk to some of the artists throughout the day. So massive thank you to everybody at Andertons, all the team behind the scenes that have set this up, to Captain Lee, to Pete and Beer, who have done loads of videos for you that will be going live today. Some of them are absolutely brilliant, some very hilarious ones as ever. So they will be happening. There's some some video content from me shot in this very studio here. Some of the Ibanez content for 2021. I will be looking at 11 o'clock or at 5 past at this guitar, do a live demo of it in the room, just on the webcam mic. So bear with me on that one. But I'll try and talk you through all of those things. I will also be around about 12:30 looking at the naming principles of the Ibanez guitars, because I know that is hilarious. So I'll try to explain what that all means. That's coming up. At 1 o'clock, we've got the incredible effervescent Mr. Tom Quayle, who will be telling me all about the new AZS, because he has a sample in the UK, and also all the things that he's up to of late, which is some very interesting things. 2:30, we've got Lee, Pete and Beer joining us to talk about NAMM and some of our experiences, and also what their personal thoughts are on the 2021 samples that they've tried and will be showing you in the videos today. Then at 5:15, I'm going to be joined by the amazing Mr. Sam Bell, an incredible player, good friend, long-term Ibanez guy, and I'm going to have a chat to him about what it means to be a guitar player in 2021 and how to make money and how to survive, and some of the skill sets that you might need, some that you might already have. At 6 o'clock, we will have the one and only Pablo himself, Mr. Paul Gilbert. Hopefully there won't be any technical difficulties. See what I did there? Again, that's the same with all of these live streams. People are in different parts of the world on different internet connections, so we might have issues. We'll see. Straight after that, we've got the amazingly gifted Mr. John Gom with his signature model to talk through what he's up to at the minute and maybe even play some stuff. We'll see. Then I've got my good friend and incredible virtuoso all the way from Los Angeles, Miss Larry Basilio. And then at 9:30, we have the awesome Mr. Martin Miller, who is just absolutely incredible. And he's actually moving house today, bless him. And he's still going to join us. So we'll see how that goes. He might be carrying boxes at the same time. So that is kind of how the day is going to go. There's loads of content on Facebook and YouTube and on the Instagram channel. Make sure you check it out. If you have any questions for me about any of the gear, or you have questions for the guests that are coming up, please let us know. We will share them. We'll be able to share them on screen, and hopefully your question will get read out. And we'll probably choose, some winning questions at the end of the day and give away something Ibanez related, maybe a T-shirt, maybe a pedal. Who knows? We'll have a think about that later. Depends how much coffee I get through. Wish me luck. I'll be here for 12 hours. Okay, so I can see some of you are commenting, so let's go and have a look at some of those before I let you get on with your days. Let's have a look. We've got Matt Horner. Oh man, I meant to be working today. God damn it. I know the feeling. Well, I am working. This is like a real NAMM day for me, because normally you get up at ridiculous o'clock after being jet lagged. If you're traveling from the UK, certainly over to Los Angeles. And then you are on the booth at a reasonable hour, and you're talking to people all day. That can run into the evenings. And then in the evenings, there's all the amazing hangs with all your friends and some amazing, famous people to meet up, and obviously talking to lots of industry colleagues. So the days are very long, And this is kind of like my NAMM day. What else have we got? Paul Gilbert. Hell yeah, that's going to be amazing. I've met Paul a couple of times. You won't remember, just like that. Can I have a picture, Mr. Gilbert? And then off we go. So I've never met Paul. So it'll be really nice to talk to him. Make sure you get your questions in for him. Hello, Alan. How are you doing? Is it raining there? I should have driven in on a boat this morning. It's really, the weather is terrible here in the UK right now. There's this question for John. Oh, can he play Passion Flower? Well, we will ask him. We'll see how he gets on. Hello from Istanbul, Turkey. Hello, Mustafa. How are you doing? And we go, some questions about it. Any plans for a standard series of the AZS ones? They're just a bit out of reach. Yeah, I don't know is the honest answer to that. I am sure as the lineup has definitely grown, the popularity has grown. When we released the AZ, we didn't really know whether people would like them, and people do. And so we've increased the lines. We've got the AZN and the AZS. So what tends to happen is things trickle down. Even if you right the way back in the 80s when the Gem came out, and then the RG 550, and then you had the RG 400 series, which was a more affordable, sort of version of the RG. So you never know. I have no information about whether or not, certainly not this year, there will be a standard series for the AZ. I'd like to see it happen though. Oh, it's Mr. Tom Quayle. Good luck today, dude. Keep that coffee flowing. See you in a bit. Looking forward to speaking to you, mate. And everyone should know, Tom's actually got a bit of a cold. It's not COVID. He's just got a cold. So bless him, he's still going to join me. And hopefully he'll have tissues at the ready for all the right reasons. Hi, Gregors. Hi from Poland. How's it all going over there? Let's have a look. There's so many questions. I hope I don't miss them all. It's sunny and well, good for you, Alan, because it's raining here. I'm in Birmingham. Ibanez UK is based in Birmingham in the West Midlands, home of the Peaky Blinders. If you watch that show, there we go. Frankie Skipper, what's your favourite Ibanez model? If you'd have asked me just over a year ago, I probably would have said the AZ. And this just behind me is my prototype, one of the very first ones, as a part of that AZ process. And it sort of feels like a glove now, so used to using it. But when the Pier came out, man, when I saw them on paper initially, I was like, yeah, it looks great. But until I got to NAMM and actually saw them, that's when I was like, wow, these are something really special. And of course, I've been able to play at least one of the samples that came over to the UK. You guys, if you're Andertons channel followers and subscribers, you may have seen the video I did with the captain, socially distanced. That was a tricky thing to do, but we did it anyway. Looking at the Pier, great guitar. Who's excited for the Onyx Black Pier? Because I can't wait to get my hands on one. We haven't got one in the UK yet. When they arrive, I will absolutely try and organise for Steve maybe to come on the Andertons channel and talk about that guitar. That would be pretty amazing. I'd probably be up for that. So there we go. Have I played Josh's new Ibanez yet? I personally haven't. No, but the captain is going to speak to Josh today. He's already spoken to him. That video is going to go live today. What an amazing player. Just an amazing player. Great guy as well, apparently. I've never met Josh. We will probably see those landing fairly soon. I will update the actual timescales shortly so everybody knows when those things are landing. And then we'll do some demos with it, and I'll be able to give you my verdict. But I think it's going to be fairly similar to the AZS that Tom can talk about later on in terms of the radius of the neck and stuff like that. But there we go. I am sure there are plenty of people who might be in the chat who are from Ibanez in different parts of the world that might be able to answer that question, who may have tried one. We shall see. Certainly, I'll be talking to Mike Origo later. I forgot to mention Mike, silly man. Mike is the AR guy for Ibanez, and he is responsible for working with Steve Vai, Paul Gilbert. He's on a call today. In fact, he'll be in bed right now because it's a different time zone for him. But he's going to be talking to loads of people all the time, and in the LA custom shop. So he might be able to tell us a little bit more about the Josh guitar as well. All right, let's do some more questions. There's so many. I'm getting a quail, Jim Bob. That is a good call, my friend. That is a good call. The great thing about Tom's signatures, that monkey pod top, is that they're so unique. Every single one of them is different. So yes, you are buying, a signature model, and also, it's a guitar that someone else could go and buy as well. It's not a handmade, handcrafted one, piece of art, but actually, it's one of the few signatures that is, whenever you buy it, is so super distinct. Yours won't look like anybody else's, and they play amazingly as well. So yeah, good work on that, Jim. I'm just looking at the comments. There's so many. We do have some moderators in the chat, so if they've missed something that really needs to be answered, they'll chuck it up for me. Is there a Lee Wrathe signature Ibanez? There should be. Oh well, let's not get ahead of ourselves there. This, technically, this feels like a signature, because if they said to me, "Well, Lee, what guitar would you make for yourself?" I would have made the AZ. Or I wouldn't have, had the skill set to go, this is exactly what I'd want. But that's what they do. They are like the perfect fit for me. Certainly as a demo guy, for Laney amps and for DiMarzio in the UK and obviously Ibanez, you can just get pretty much every sound out of them, and they play fabulous. So if I had to, I'd just ask for a new finish. In fact, it would be great if they released that finish because it looks great. So there we go. Right, there's so many questions and I haven't got time to answer them all on here. Here we go. From RJ Ortiz, my questions. Can you get a good metal tone from the Larry Basilius signature? I want to rock the purple. What will the price point be? Can't wait to see her today. Well, what I will do is I will update that in the comments so everybody can see it, so they're not missing out on those kind of details. But Larry likes to rock, so I can guarantee her signature model isn't going to be a wallflower. It will rock, and we can probably get her to do some of that for us later. In fact, we'll hang on to that question for you and ask her directly. Mr. Pete Honore is in the house. Danish Pete, how are you doing, sir? I'm looking forward to seeing you later. There's probably videos going live with you in them right now. So thank you very much for that. I must say, you need to look out for the demo where they're talking about 7 strings, and Pete actually had one of these, and I said to him, Pete, you need to do some nice, clean, groovy, tasty stuff on the 7. And you know what? He absolutely knocked it out of the park, so you need to watch that. There's some stunning playing by Pete across these videos. The man just gets better and better and better. Oh, God bless you, sir. The Botox is working. Yeah, if I freeze on screen, I haven't really frozen. It's just Botox. Right, guys, there's so many questions. I will answer some of these in the chat, and I'm going to wrap it up now so you guys can actually watch some of the content rather than me banging on. But I will be back here in about 40 minutes, and we'll do a live demo with this wonderful guitar. mess, but it won't all be shred. We'll do some nice clean tones as well, because you will probably see the video that goes up that I did of this, and it's just full on shred. Sorry, we'll do some clean tones mainly on it today, and I'll take you properly through what this little switch actually does, the Dynamics or Dynamix 10. There we go. So the guys at Andertons have just said, thank you guys. The first video is going live at 10:30, so stay tuned for that. And if you have any comments and questions after this, or you have things in mind you want to ask me about this guitar at 11:05, make sure you get in there on that particular scheduled live stream, and I'll do my best to share your comment whilst talking through and trying to explain what happens when you do this. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining me. Make sure you tune in throughout the entire day. I will need your support and lots of coffee. Take care. See you soon.